All right. Welcome back, everybody, to Altcoin Daily. Great decision clicking on this video today. As I was making this video today, we're going to talk about my three big picks for altcoins, continuing into 2018 and beyond that are high market cap. And I'm going to be telling you why I think these three coins have a big future in 2018, as well as, and beyond. As you know, everything I recommend, if I'm recommending it, I'm, mainly speaking long-term unless I say otherwise. And that means, 1-2 years, reevaluating every year. But anyways, as I was procrastinating, thinking about this video today, I was just surfing YouTube, and I get to, just today, this was done just today, John Oliver did a video on cryptocurrencies, and it was great. It was great. He's introducing, millions of people to cryptocurrencies, and this was just done today. I mean, he dedicated 25 minutes to talking about cryptocurrencies, and I'd play you, major chunks of the video. But the thing is, you guys following this channel and following other cryptocurrency channels on YouTube, you know everything he talked about on the show. He breaks it down for people who don't know, and he does a really good job doing that. I'm gonna, like the video right now, and I'm already subscribed. So, because I think this guy, props to him. He does a good job. I liked and subscribed. But anyway, like I said, I could play you parts of the video, but it's everything you already know. He describes Bitcoin. He describes blockchain in general. He describes, where the currency is now, or where the technology is now, and like being cautious going forward. He does a great job. I'll play you a part of it. I don't want to play you the whole thing because I don't want any problems with, YouTube or anything. But we'll just play a little bit so you can get kind of like the vibe at the beginning.
The point is, it is dangerous to make predictions about where tech is going. So that said, tonight we're going to talk about cryptocurrencies. Everything you don't understand about money combined with everything you don't understand about computers. The main currency you've probably heard about is Bitcoin. It's been all over the news because last year its value exploded from around
All right. You guys know all this. You guys should head over to last week tonight's YouTube page and check this out yourself. Just to see what everybody else is going to see, because, as people see this in the next coming weeks and more great or more and more positive press comes out about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, there's going to be more and more positive talks and more adoption as we're gearing up for the bull run that's going to happen most likely in June and July, as it does almost every year, and then another bull run in December and January, as it does every year. Anyways, do that. Today, what I wanted to talk to you guys about is my top picks for altcoins that have a high market cap. And what do I mean by high market cap? I mean the coins, up here that, we see coin market cap automatically sorts their coins by market cap, with Bitcoin having the highest market cap and going all the way down. There's 1,500 altcoins. So, the farther we go down, the lower the market cap is. And with higher market caps, it's a slightly less of a risk, and that means slightly less of a reward. So as Bitcoin maybe by the end of the year could maybe, from where it is now, maybe 5x, with probably a correction after that. Stuff down here, if it gets to be higher market cap, could I like datum, could possibly give you 10x or 500x, as I broke down in some of my other videos. If you guys want to see why you should hold your coins, why you should hodl, check out this video right here. Without a shadow of a doubt, Anyways, let's get into it. If you're peeping my tabs up here, you probably already know what I'm going to talk about. So anyway, the first coin, and I'm not going to talk about Bitcoin. Obviously, that's the one that's going to grow. Everybody gets into altcoins using Bitcoin, so we don't need to talk about that. We already know that's the safest cryptocurrency investment. The one I want to talk about first is NEO. And these aren't going to be deep dives. These are just going to be just me telling you briefly what the altcoin is and why I think it's going to see huge gains in 2018. So, NEO. Let's click on this puppy. Do I already have it up? Yeah, there we go. All right, NEO. So NEO right now is at 91, less than $100. Let's go to the 3-month chart. Actually, let's go to the year chart. So we see that NEO saw peaks at 162 about. I think it got up all the way to 180 actually. Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go. Where is it? Yeah, but it got up to almost 180, and right now we are at $91. So all it needs to do is go back to its highest high, and you'll have doubled your money basically. But I actually think it's going to go a lot further than that, and here's why. So Neo, as most people know, it's a platform coin. It's oftentimes people say it's the Chinese Ethereum. So it's basically competing for the same space Ethereum's competing at. And this year, there's going to be more and more ICOs and more altcoins using Neo as a platform to start off. And it's already happening. There are already plenty. Like you can research this yourself. I just went on this. I've never heard of this site, but it seems pretty good. stateofneo.com/ICOs. You can see some of the ICOs that are going to be coming out on Neo soon, like Narrative, a social media network that rewards content creators, moderators, and everyone who positively influences the quality of content. Their pre-sale happened already, and yeah, this to me sounds a little bit like Steemit, but whatever, it might be good. Moonlight, a decentralized platform built on the trusted Neo network that will change the way you recruit and scale your workforce. Okay, when the white paper will be released, I'd love to check that out. Or like Thor, blockchain-powered gig economy solutions. I don't know what it is, but I look forward to reading the white paper. The point is that more and more companies and more people getting into cryptocurrency are using the Neo platform because they see its value. And I'll be getting into exactly what the value of that is. Also, as I said, it's a Chinese, it's known as the Chinese Ethereum. It's based out of China. And as we know, China has a reputation and a history of putting a lot of regulations on cryptocurrency. Now, my personal belief is, and some people share this belief, some people don't, China is not going to want to fall behind in the technology game again. They're trying to be a world leader in technology, so they're not going to get rid of blockchain technology and cryptocurrency completely. They just, are having a little power struggle with how they're controlling it. So I think Neo is actually in a great position right now to be able to cooperate with China and deal with their regulations, and they'll be able to work with the Chinese authorities. And I think China will probably. The CEO of Neo has ties to the government is what they say, and I think Neo is actually probably has the most potential to work with the Chinese government and for China to help Neo be in a leading position, and in trying to overtake Ethereum or whatever. Also, besides that, it's very easy to stake. I wanted to mention that if you have Neo and stake it. You can stake it just putting it on a Neo wallet, and you'll be receiving gas. So let's say you put in $500 into Neo, or about $500, a little less, and got 5 Neo coins. In a year's time, with Neo, being where it is right now, you'd have 0.5 gas, and gas is at about 30 right now. So at the end of the year, you'd have $15 in gas. However, in multiple years, that could really, as gas is always half of Neo, what Neo is pretty much, that could really be generating some money because you're getting gas every single, is it month? I think it's month. I mean, you can see it's per day, per week, per month. You're just constantly getting gas. Anyway, so very, very good to stake. Make some money while you sleep with gas, and gas is used for the companies that are getting involved in Neo. Anyway, didn't mean to ramble on that. Also, why I like Neo, it's compatible with traditional programming languages. Ethereum has its own special developer language, which, getting into development is already hard enough. It's already, finding good developers is already hard enough. And now those developers have to learn a totally new Ethereum language. Just the level of difficulty is hard to overcome. However, Neo uses a lot of more traditional programming languages. So when these companies are, wanting to write smart contracts, it's much easier for them to go to Neo than Ethereum is. than it is for them to go to Ethereum. Also, what makes Neo really good is it can do over 1,000 transactions per second, with their goal of optimizing this to 10,000 transactions per second, as opposed to Ethereum, which does currently 15 transactions per second. So yeah, that's why I think Neo, as more and more ICOs and altcoins get involved, it's going to go up. I think it's definitely going to get back to its all-time highs and even go further than that. I mean, I can see Neo going, further than what Ethereum is right now. And Ethereum got to $1,000. I can easily see Neo there, if not farther. Also, I wanted to read this guy on Reddit. Can we have a Neo versus Ethereum comparison? There are a lot of people who posted about this stuff. I liked what Morpheus the One said about it, just real quick, just listing off what makes Neo good, especially compared to Ethereum. It's much faster, as I said about the transactions, uses far less energy due to its dedicated bookkeeping nodes. It cannot fork, support for multiple programming languages. 5, proper consensus mechanisms to come to decisions. 6, has 2 tokens, Neo and Gas, and thus offers greater flexibility. 7, will be quantum resistant. 8, focuses on real-world economy and does not condone scams. 9, and this is important, we don't have time to get into this today, but the fact that Neo is trying to look towards the future and focus on a real-world economy. 9, focuses on smart contracts, digital identity, and digital assets. Has know your customer functionality, which is very important for businesses. Has strategic advantages to capture most of China's market share, as I said, once Chinese regulations are in place, which is the largest economy in the world. 12, has on-chain, Ontology, and Elastos as partners. It's likely links to Microsoft, IBM, Baidu, Alibaba, Tencent, Bitmain, and Stellar Lumens. These are likely links. That's pretty cool. I mean, read this yourself. There's plenty of, pause the video and read the rest if you want. I don't want to list them to you here, but that's one of the reasons why Neo is one of my top 3 picks for major market caps. I think Neo is really going to see some major gains going into 2018. Next up, wanted to talk about Litecoin. You've probably been hearing a lot about Litecoin lately, and so I'm going to tell you real quick basically what Litecoin is. As we see, it's at 187 right now for one Litecoin. It's had, wow, let's go to the 3-month chart. Come on, baby. Load data from server. Well, anyway, let me talk while this loads. Oh, there we go. No, I wanted even to zoom out more, so whatever, that was a waste of time. Anyway, we can see that, it was slowly rising from 30 all the way to 76 before the big pump of December and January, before the big bull run. Got all the way up to all-time highs of 350 basically, and it had a major correction to 130, and now it's sitting at 187. I think you could definitely get back up here. Could it go lower than this? Yeah, it's possible. So put this on your radar, though. I do think eventually you're going to want to get involved. I mean, these are just my opinions. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor, but let's. I like this little article on what makes Litecoin better, or it has more advantages over Bitcoin. But first, as you guys know, Litecoin was created by Charlie Lee. He's an ex-Google engineer. And basically Litecoin, let's read this. Litecoin has 4 distinct advantages over Bitcoin. Speed. Litecoin is confirmed faster than Bitcoin because it generates a block every 2.5 minutes as opposed to Bitcoin's 10 minutes. This means you get your money quicker. 2. Liquidity. Litecoin will produce a total of 84 million coins as opposed to Bitcoin's 21 million. This means that it will be more readily available for daily purchases instead of being hoarded like Bitcoin. 3. Equality. Litecoin miners use a slightly different mining protocol, which creates a fairer distribution of coins. And 4. Technology. Litecoin is capable of testing and implementing technology faster than Bitcoin. For example, Litecoin pioneered the way for technology called segregated witness SegWit, by implementing it 3 months before Bitcoin. This technology is significant because it allows both Bitcoin and Litecoin to scale by making them faster and creating lower transaction fees. With all that being said, it is important to note that Litecoin was created to complement, not replace Bitcoin. The reason for this is because Bitcoin can't scale to become a global currency. The reason for this is because Bitcoin can scale to become a global currency. In light of this, blah, blah, blah. You guys should read this article yourselves, but the point is, as Charlie Lee said, the creator, if Bitcoin is gold, Litecoin is silver. And Bitcoin is meant for to be more of a store of value, where Litecoin is meant to really handle everyday purchases. And something really cool, especially why I think Litecoin is going to grow in 2018, is because the LitePay is just about to come out. And that's basically a debit card that you fill with Litecoin, and you'll be able to use in stores. And say something in a store costs $100, you'll be able to just swipe your coin or swipe your card and pay with Litecoins, and it will automatically convert your Litecoins to whatever the US dollar is at that moment. So that's really cool. That's really something that will, I think, is really going to increase cryptocurrency adoption. And the debit cards will have a 1% transaction fee, which is better than normal credit card companies that have a standard 3% processing fee. So once again, stores are going to want to use it. People are going to want to use it. I think Litecoin is definitely going to increase with LitePay in 2018, and possibly, I think it could easily overtake Bitcoin Cash in market cap. It's not too far away right now. I think Litecoin has a much better future than Bitcoin Cash, in my opinion. And finally, the third cryptocurrency I wanted to talk about is Cardano, that I think is definitely going to increase in 2018, but I think Cardano is definitely a long-term hodl, which means I think that you're really going to start to see Cardano, increasing in price and becoming more profitable in maybe 3 years, 4 years. We'll see. You can reevaluate every year. But I'm not going to be able to do a deep dive on Cardano right now, but I think I know where you can get a great deep dive on Cardano, and that's the video I did 3 days ago. A deep dive. It's really good. Check it out. Anyways, I'll tell you briefly what I like about it. Well, right now it's sitting at 22 cents. It had all-time highs at 128, and it was, a little bit overbought then. It did have to go through a correction, but it's, been lower right now than it has been in months and months. Its last base was around 40 cents, and we're lower than that at 21 cents. And, the base before that was around 11, 12 cents. Maybe it could get back down there. But, as I say, I don't really think chasing lows is a good idea, because then you're never going to be investing in anything. Anyway, what do I like about Cardano ADA? Real briefly, if you don't want to check out the deep dive. Cardano is both a currency and a technology platform. So it's both competing with Neo and Ethereum and competing with Bitcoin as a currency, or Litecoin as a currency. It's a third generation cryptocurrency. Bitcoin was the first generation, facing scalability issues and the fact that it can't really be a currency. Ethereum was a second generation cryptocurrency, which introduced smart contracts and created a platform to create other blockchains. But also Ethereum faces scalability issues. So Cardano is a third generation cryptocurrency, and it's trying to solve three big issues. The first one is scalability. That means, transactions per second, data storage. It has plans to really fix the problem with scalability that a lot of the big cryptocurrencies are having. Number two, it's going to try and fix the issue of compatibility, as in it's hard for cryptocurrencies to talk to each other. It's going to try and fix that. Also, it's going to try and make itself more compatible with banks and governments. And as I said, I really get into that, slightly more in my deep dive I did. And the third problem that Cardano is trying to fix is sustainability. What does that mean? Well, this technology is it's very early on, and we can quickly see a lot of these currencies and blockchain technologies falling to the wayside and becoming bad investments if the technology moves past them. And Cardano is actually, that's a major goal of theirs, is to create a currency and a blockchain where they will be able to implement development changes and be able to pay developers to improve Cardano. And this will all be regulated by the community and ADA holders. So Cardano will continue to be flexible and continue to improve as the years go by. Possibly a reason why we face such a major correction because we are so early on in Cardano. They don't really have, as far as I know, I don't think they have any working products right now. They're just in the very early stages. So they were a little bit overbought, and now it's going down. And I think getting into them around the 20-cent mark is a good buy, in my opinion. Anyway, those are the 3 coins that's a high market cap that I wanted to talk to you guys about today. If I gave you value, please make sure you like the video, comment on the video. If for some reason you have other opinions or agree with me, either liking or commenting really helps me out. It tells me I'm doing a good job. And yeah, props to John Oliver. As I said, going forward, I think I'm going to do videos on mid caps that I like as well as low caps that I like. And yeah. If you're new to the channel and want to know what Altcoin Daily is all about, we do daily videos on everything altcoin, everything cryptocurrency, whether it be daily deep dives on altcoins or ICOs. Where's my ICO video? Somewhere around here. Vice Industry Token, ICO, there it is. Sometimes we do strategy, and sometimes we just do the news, whatever. I'm trying to give you guys the most value. I'm trying to really give you more value than a lot of cryptocurrency YouTubers give you, in that I want to just tell you what you need to know and really put it into perspective for you. And that's what I try to do today. So thanks, guys. See you on the next one.